What's going on, y'all? It's Cop Pizzle. First and foremost, I want to thank everybody who sent me a tip. The tips that I received for my post-game video, a lot of you guys really liked it. And so I just want to thank you guys for that. I appreciate you showing me love. It means a lot to me. Second of all, we'll be doing a live stream tonight at 7 Eastern on Game Time Brian's YouTube channel. Mark Holmes will be there. Bad Dog will be there. We'll be talking about the Thanksgiving Day game, Cowboys and Giants. That'll be tonight at 7 Eastern on Game Time Brian's YouTube channel. Should be good. Should only be about 1 hour live, but I'm sure we'll have a good time. If you can't catch it live, catch the replay. But if you ain't got doing nothing tonight, you want to hang out, come chill out with us a little bit. So that'll be 7 Eastern, Game Time Brian's YouTube channel. So, look, if anybody has access, I kind of said this in my post-game video, but now I really mean it, okay? Maybe one of you guys is the neighbor to Mr. Mara, owner of the Giants. Maybe, I don't know, maybe you wash, I don't know, dude. Like, maybe you do something, maybe you got his email, you got his phone, I don't know. But I need somebody to send this video to him, please. Mr. Bear, as a kid, I became a fan of the New York Football Giants. And I have to be honest with you, I've had a good time most of the time in my 30-plus years of being a fan of the Giants. Most of the time, I've had a good time, right? The last decade has been tough on this old boy. Okay, I'm just going to be honest with you. It's been tough. 18 seasons here. I've shown my love to the Giants here on YouTube for the whole world to see. Okay, now I'm not asking for nothing. Okay, I'm not asking for a damn thing. Okay, I just want to talk to you for a second because as I was growing up as a boy, and I was in school, and I was doing projects and reports about my favorite football team, and in each grade I was going through, most notably when I was getting into high school, I was learning about the New York Football Giants. I was teaching myself through the history of this team, and it just so happens that we're in the 100th season right now, and it might be the worst of the worst. I learned about your grandfather, Tim Mara, who at 13 years old quit school, started to be an usher at a movie theater to take care of his mama. Mama needed some help, needed some support, and he quit school and took on that responsibility at 13 years old. That is insane when you think about it. 13 years old. You quit school and all of a sudden you're an usher at a movie theater. All right. Now this is 1900. So I mean, we're talking about when movies probably was it ain't what it is today. Let's just put it like that. But nevertheless, he starts being a paper boy, and after obviously as a paper boy, you're meeting new people, you're constantly meeting people, and then you meet some guys who turns him into a bookmaker, right? He's booking action, right? Which probably was very profitable for him at some point in time, because a lot of people lose at betting sports, betting anything, right? Gambling is not something that most people win at. There's a lot more losers than there are winners. The man had $500, went into the league office, put it on the table, created the New York Football Giants, right? A lot of people know the story. The reality is, that people don't talk about, is that this team was created, right? It happened because of gambling. Like, let's just be cut and dry. Let's be honest. Now, as I got older, it made me actually love this team more. Okay, when you understand the story of how people accumulated their money to make that happen. Okay, there's risk. Okay. There's times when you got to know when to hold them and to fold them, okay? I consider your grandfather and I consider your dad to be tough SOBs, the men of all types of men, right? Especially your grandfather, because at some point in time being a bookie, somebody grabbed him by the collar and threatened his life at some point. Let's just be, we don't know the exact story, but somebody, I'm sure, did it. Especially in the early 1900s, okay? No doubt about it. Ain't no cameras around. You need to understand what has taken place this season, over the 3 months of this season, also into the off season. Brian Daboll and Joe Schoen, we need to fold. This is bullshit, Mr. Mara. This is absolute. They let the captain of this team leave. Why, they couldn't even do their job right. Joe Schoen brings in Evan Neal to help Daniel Jones, not hinder him. How dare he even say anything to Daniel when he couldn't do his job right? Saquon Barkley's running up and down the damn field in Los Angeles. He couldn't figure that out. Your ass is sitting there on HBO for the whole world to see, and you knew better. You knew better. But he's just sitting in the chair smiling. Brian Daboll ain't coached nobody up. Ain't nobody got coached up. Nobody's gotten better with the Giants. All these players, there's players throughout the National Football League that are Dave Gettleman guys who are excelling right now. And all these so-called fans that come to your stadium said that this guy was generationally bad. Saquon Barkley might be the best running back in the league. Fucking Dave Gettleman guy. Xavier McKinney is out here shining in Green Bay. Dave Gettleman guy. Matt Pert is excelling in fucking Denver right now. That's a Dave Gettleman guy. I'm not advocating to bring back Dave Gettleman. My point to you is that you've brought the wrong fucking guys in here now. And the general manager you got to replace, oh, he's younger, he's sharper, he's more, he's done a poor job, Mr. Mayor. A poor job. Very poor. You can say, well, we replaced him with Tyrone Tracy. Tyrone Tracy looks pretty, and you're right. But Singletary doesn't. The money you spend on Drew Lock doesn't. That's not any good. The team does not believe in what Brian Daboll is selling at all. They're not buying into it. Malik Neighbors, we already had this issue with a hot-headed receiver once. We're getting ready to go down that road again if you don't fix that. It needs to be fixed. You got to know when to hold them and when to fucking fold them, Mr. Mayor. I'm sorry to use the language. I really am. But I'm a little hot under the collar right now, if you know what I'm saying. Enough is enough. This team's not even fighting for Brian Daboll. They're not even fighting for him. They're not. You can't throw another man under the bus when you yourself ain't doing your job correctly. I know you don't want. I know that you don't want this to be a revolving door. 100%. I buy into that. I buy into the conservative aspect as well, Mr. Mara. I do that. But your grandfather was a man that made decisions that he had to make at the age of, in his teenage years, that he knew that he needed to make these decisions. He knew that he needed, and you as an older man should be able to look at this and say, I need to make this decision right now. I need to fix this bullshit right now. Right now. You know better. Your grandfather at 13 years old knew better. He knew better. Surely you know better. You could see it on the wall. Fucking fix it. Be a man about this. Enough is enough. This is a disaster. This is a disgrace to this prideful organization. Baker Mayfield's out here making a joke out of all of us. Fix it. Right now. There should be nothing to wait. If you want to wait to the end of the season, fine. First day off season, can their ass. I mean it. You know it's the right thing to do. You knew in the off season something wasn't right. We saw it all on HBO. You knew it then, and we know it now. Fix it.